Lincoln, we're upstairs.
I'm in Tickfall, just about out of everything.
I'll head your way now.
You spot anything you can use? Guess what? Good. Call me if you need me.
Need new wheels in Tickfall.
Aye. I'll get around to you right away.
Here's your car, boss.
Appreciate it.
The Czech Parliament passed laws earlier this week to abolish freedom of the press and freedom of assembly. These two new laws effectively put an end to Czechoslovakia's recent bid for democracy and personal liberty. Once more, the Czech people are under the yoke of Soviet oppression.
Not getting any more cargo out to Cuba. Good. You somehow managed to piss off both the communists and the gangsters. Word is Pops Holland is seriously fucked thanks to you.
Best way to make a crook squirm is to hurt his money.
Huh, yeah. I heard Frank Pagani told Pops to get his ass back to the freight yard. Pops isn't going anywhere until you're dealt with. I understand he's a hard motherfucker. He's a survivor.
Thanks for looking out, Pablo. But I dealt with a lot worse than Pops.
Go get that commie-loving piece of shit, Holland.
I'm in Tickfall, just about out of everything.
Be out directly.
You want something?
Show me what you
let
got.
me know. Guess we're... Good. Call me if you need me.
Trying to get past the midweek hump? Come out to the French Ward. It's your Uncle Lou Marcano here. Letting you know that every night is the weekend in the French Ward, home of the 4 happy hour. That's right.
Heading for cover.
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Of course. Be there soon.
This boy is mine.
Boy knows how to shoot.
You boys are fucked now.
Another lamb to slaughter.
There you are.
Blast that fucker to pieces.
Oh, I'm on it.
Cover my ass. That's some good shit. Ain't gotta be that easy to take down, boy. Give it a shot.
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Enough said. On our way.
Good man. Yeah, you like that, huh? Should have kept your head down. How'd you think this was gonna go?
Yeah, Pops. But we shouldn't be working with those communist fucks.
Their money's the same color as everybody else's.
Don't change the fact that Cuba was on the verge of shoving a bunch of nukes up our asses.
Listen here. I hate those filthy communists as much as anyone else. If I only worked with folks I liked, I'd be penniless and living in a ditch. Y'all just worry about that coon and leave the Cubans to me.
I don't blame you for hiding.
Get the fuck off me, you big son of a bitch!
Of course.
Au revoir.
Can you spare some of your crew to hold Tick 4?
Okay, my boys are gonna come over, make sure it's all nice
locked down. But I ain't doing it as a favor. I expect you to look out for me. Remember, we're supposed to take down Marcano together.
The investigation was a mess from the very start. The locals did everything they could to keep us out of it, but that wasn't the worst of it. Someone actually broke into our offices and not only stole all of our files, but they also took most of our surveillance equipment.
Lincoln, good to see you. Yes, sir. Can't believe the equipment they got around here. I wonder if Earl ain't got shit going on these days.
WVCE 1150. New Bordeaux.
Shrimp. What you call me? Shrimp. You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats.
Junior's looking pretty fucked now, isn't he? You got that little speed freak Junior stayed up out here.
Didn't plan on doing any less.
An old friend with an E out at the best oil say Junior come blowing through, making everybody's life a living hell. And he won't leave until he can get the business right. Never heard of Junior Holland being so dang motivated.
When you have to kick up to Sal Marcano, that'll light a fire into your ass.
That and all the speed he's on. When you whip his ass, tell him he shouldn't have messed with Gina Kowalski.
I'll catch you later, Gina.
Junior's a dirty, backstabbing piece of shit. Go get him.
I'm in Tickfall. Just about out of everything.
Be out directly.
You spot anything you can use?
Show me what you got.
I'll be... This is done. You know how to find me.
Let's hit these fuckers here at the harbor.
Enough said. On our way.
jammed!
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Enough said. On our way.
Cover! Goddamn slick, I tell you!
Got an angle. Ready.
Behind you! Here, over here!
Score settle now.
I boxed in! Help me out here! Tagged ya! He's murdering! Boom, here I come, cocksucker!
All right.
You at a crossroads, Junior. You can come work for me. Or,
All right, fine. Now get the fuck off me.
sure thing. If we're gonna hold Tickfall Harbor, I'm gonna need some of your guys.
I know just the boys for the job, but I expect you to remember this next time we have one of our gatherings.
Why'd I become a priest? Every bad thing you experience, every trauma, they never leave you. Sure, you might forget about them for a while, but when the next one comes along, no matter how slight, it brings everything back. It reminds you of the weight you've been lugging around. I knew I couldn't carry all that on my own.
I just picked up this call between Mr. Frank Pagani and Tommy Marcano. The first voice you're gonna hear is Frank's.
The fuck you mean it's gone? He came in and killed everybody.
Christ, what a goddamn mess. I ain't never seen Sal so pissed. You gotta get your ass back here like right fucking now.
Sal's pissed? What about me? Huh? I'm down here busting my ass, and now I have to deal with this shit?
I told you.
I take care of you, and I stand by that. When you're back in town and things calm down, I'll make it right.
Yeah, well, you fucking better. Boat's taking off here in a few minutes. I gotta finish up with some things. Then I'll fly back when I can.
I checked with Vessel Traffic Services, and they're expecting the Tanager to arrive any time now. Frank's a slippery bastard, so I have no idea where he'll end up once he's back in the city. His car is on the Tanager, though, and from what I hear, he loves that goddamn thing.
So if I can get onto the boat and plant this, I'll be able to track wherever he goes.
It's the same model we used against the Soviets, has a mercury-based trigger. Once you see the signal, just follow it.
After I put this onto his car, I'll take apart the rest of his district. No sense in leaving any loose ends.
I'm sure Frank will appreciate your thoroughness.
I'm in Tickfall, just about out of everything.
Going at you. Hang tight.
Anything you want here?
Let me see what you got.
Use it. In good health. I'm heading out.
Joshua Addy, can I have a sip of your beer?
Sure, son. Here.
Oh,
It's a Stove, son. Best beer around. You'll love it when you're a little older. Believe you me.
it tastes terrible.
Oh, it seems like that now. 20 years from now, you're gonna love it.
Stop by before you head out.
Ice cold Stones is one of them.
What's another one? Maybe I should have another sip.
Oh, smoking, drag racing, going out with girls.
There he is.
Run, rabbit, run!
We
got a problem. Yeah, I don't... He's cutting us down.
My dog's gonna love violating your corpse.
Got a beat on it? Wake him in head. Damn, cut that.
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Justin, on our way.
Ram to slaughter.
Going out like that.
He's cutting us down. Dibs on that gun. He's unloading them. Taking cover. That's a nice causing a commotion. Come on. Right down the poop chute.
Oh, Jesus, s'il vous plaît. Let me live through this. Just let me be, please.
Got it. You're playing my song now. They got... He's over here. Ah, shit. Just like hunting swamp rats.
God damn. I'm hit. Damn.
He's fucking dropping us. Yeah, over here.
I'm in Tick 4. Just about out of everything.
Going at you. Hang tight.
You want something? You let me know.
Let me see what you got.
Okay.
I'll be with that. See you later.
In my sight, motherfucker! Throw a Molotov! He's gunning us down!
I got a hit from the device you put on Frank Pagani's car, which means he's back in town. Bet he's pretty excited to make your acquaintance.
I bet he is.
Signal's clean so you can take it from here. Just use the tracker I gave you. Catch you later.
Need new wheels and Tickfall.
Just gonna take a squirt, and I'll get her out to you.
There, fucking move!
Like a damn coon, huh? You know, like a coon. 4 wheels and an engine. First side.
Appreciate it. Looks like the place.
I'm on to you, buddy.
I'm at the harbor. Get some guns on these assholes.
Enough said. On our way.
Your time is up, motherfucker. How'd you think this was gonna go?
See if you still got skills, friend.
Damn, Sal. This is all his fucking doing. Now his head's so far up his own ass. Mr. Pagani, you can't be talking like that about Mr. Marcano. Listen here, kid. My daddy robbed banks for 20 years. Taught me 2 things. You never snitch, and you stay loyal. But staying loyal is the thing that's gonna catch dead for us both. By that boy right there behind us. You saying I shouldn't be loyal to you? What? Hell yeah, you stay loyal to me. I'm not the fucking problem. I just don't see how we get free of this. Don't you worry about that. I got it figured out. Just focus on shooting that asshole. That's the best you can do!
Looks like the place.
Careful now! He's got a gun!
Let's hit these fuckers here at the harbor.
Of course. Be there soon. I forget. My daddy, my uncles, sure, they saw some action, but they always came out whole. What's your point, kid? Just feels like I missed out on the best times. Golden Age.
Don't fool yourself. Golden Age still got a lot of fun. Bye-bye.
I never did anything to you.
Saw some interesting stuff back there. Counterfeit money, a press. Only thing I can't figure out is a connection to Cuba.
Please. I'm all busted up inside. I need a doctor. I got a wife and 3 little girls.
Yeah, you want a doctor? Then you better tell me something worth hearing.
Listen, what you saw. Sal set all that up. None of the money was worth a shit, though. Had me bring in a man named Alvarez, counterfeiter who works for Castro.
He give you the plates, too?
Plates? I thought you knew. On account of robbery.
Robbery? Marcano wanted the plates from the Federal Reserve. How do I find Alvarez? How?
Well, one of Tommy's guys picked him up. It was 10, 15 minutes before you showed up.
Where are they taking him? Where? Huh?
My little girls.
No. Fuck!
I've spent the last 48 years pursuing Lincoln Clay because he's a criminal. It's horrible what happened to him, but you know something? I think that when Sammy Ellis and Danny Burke were killed, it revealed who Lincoln Clay really was. A monster.
Get that!
There you are, lad. Looking forward to seeing where this shite goes.
This here's our first step toward breaking Marcano and taking over the city. I hear what y'all got to say, but I decide who gets the turf. And in the end, my decision is final.
My boys got one of the rackets locked down. And part of our job there is to get the lay of the land, a feel for the folks who live there. Would be quite a shame to throw all that away.
Jesus, shut the fuck up. My guys aren't down there boozing with the neighbors or igniting some kind of race war. They're making money. For you. That's all that matters. So forget all this hippie bullshit and let's get to work.
When you finish listening to the Who's Got the Bigger Pecker contest, I'll be here ready to take over this part of the city.
You gotta see all the angles, Lincoln.
You need to show me you serious about working together.
Don't leave me with blue balls here, boy.
What's the word, Lincoln? Give me the keys to the kingdom, partner.
You and me, we have an understanding, right?
You know I can handle this.
I trust you to make the right choice here, Lincoln.
I'm here as long as it takes, brother.
It's never an easy answer, trust me, I know.
Don't let some white boy rush you. Take your time. Don't let some white boy rush you. Take your time.
So what's it gonna be, Chief?
calling this one for Scaletta.
Goddamn, Chucky, what the fuck are you doing? I held down that bit of action just like you asked. I'm not taking this kind of shit from you no more.
About fucking time. Always knew you had a good head on your shoulders.
So are we done here?
We're done for now. You'll hear from me if I need you.
Look, I gave you some names and I'm paying you to chase them down, so don't give me any of that bullshit. Yeah, okay, just get it done. Christ, sometimes I think if you want something done right. You all right?
The night Sammy was so happy. Happier than I ever seen him. That money was supposed to get him, get all of us out from under Marcano. Motherfucker!
What the hell did Frank tell you?
Marcano had us rob the reserve so he could get his hand on a set of money plates. Georgie must have grabbed him during the robbery. I should have been paying attention.
We already had this conversation. None of this is your fault.
Like hell it isn't.
Sal is a cancer. A leech. He had always intended to fuck all of you. Christ, look what he did to Vito. He murdered your family. The only way to make that right is by killing every cocksucker who's ever looked at that piece of shit.
Give me some of that bourbon. According to Pagani, Marcano couldn't print the money himself, so he had a Cuban counterfeiter named Alvarez brought in. What do we know about South Downs?
Tommy Marcano isn't the kind of guy who shits where he eats, so his rackets are pretty low-key. He runs a sports book and has a place where he stores his contraband.
Tommy's got to know that I'm coming after Alvarez, so he's probably got him holed up in or near one of those places. One way or another, I'll get my hands on him. I'll be damned if I let Marcano print a single fucking dollar from one of those plates. How about sending some new wheels to Del Rey Hollow?
Aye, I'll get her out to you right away.
Got a car here for you.
That's a big help.
Hey, dear listener. It's been a heck of a few months, hasn't it? Are we done with 1968 yet? Welcome back to Native Son. You know, a quiet corner of South Downs became a little less so earlier this week. Seems a fracas broke out there. Maybe even a whole to-do. Colored couple was moving into one of them new duplexes coming out that way. But with all the violence going on in town, the folks who lived there had, well, they had objections. Now, way I hear, words were exchanged. The police had to come out, and sometime after midnight on Monday, that poor colored family found a cross burning on their lawn. Next morning, the colored family moved out, presumably to a place over in the hollow. Now, this isn't the first time someone's lit up a cross in New Bordeaux, and it won't be the last. I'm not condoning it, mind you, but this fire isn't Southdowns' fire. It's not New Bordeaux's fire. This is President Johnson's fire. Lit with the Civil Rights Act. This president threw on more fuel with the passage of his Fair Housing Act. Fair? God. How is this fair to the people in Southdowns? How is this fair to the colored family? The integration's all fine and good, but it should never take choice away from a community. Choosing who you get to live next door to, what your neighborhood looks like. Those are basic freedoms. Now, we got a killer running around this city. Police, God bless them, are doing their best to find him, but it's an open secret that he's colored. He's a veteran. He's very skilled at what he does. Many of the folks he's killed are, point of fact, white. Now, no one is saying that all colored folks are capable of inciting this kind of monstrousness. But the rest? They are susceptible. Your average colored can get swept up in violence, carried away with it. And I hate to put it this way, but they just don't know any better. This violence spreads. There's no clearer picture of this than the death of Reverend Dr. King. Now, I won't speak ill of the dead. Louisiana had its challenges with the doctor once or twice, but let's move on. This man preached nonviolence. Nonviolence. So what happened after he died? Oh, we definitely saw some violence as news of his death spread, didn't we? And what happens the next time our city's colored folks get worked up about something and they spread out in other neighborhoods? Do you want to see looting downtown? Riots in the French Ward? Hey, how about a fire in Irish Point? They can't help it. Which brings us back to Southdowns. What happened there? Who could say this was an overreaction on the part of the white community there? This racial friction created by forced unfairness on the white and colored people, that's what you saw. We can get along, but that doesn't mean we need to be living side by side. A white man has the right to keep his family safe. That first burning cross in Southdowns, that is a fire that will spread. From one home to another, and to another. To Point Verdun, Barkley Mills, wherever you live, wherever we see this forced integration, these things will happen. These things will happen, folks.